Now, the chairman of the Human and Environmental Development Agenda, HEDA, Olanrewaju Suraju, has been discharged from cyber-stalking charges against him by Nigeria's government. On Tuesday, a federal high court discharged him in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Suraj's discharge followed a request from the office of Nigeria's Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, to withdraw the charge against the HEDA boss. The prosecuting counsel, Yewande Cole, told the court that the Attorney General had directed her to withdraw the case. Now, Olanrewaju Suraj now joins me on the news. Good to see you, Olanrewaju, and congratulations are in order, or as they say, victory at last. You may want to say, tell us the implication of today's ruling, if you don't mind.
Oh, thank you very much. It's such an interesting one. I mean, this is where we had actually warned both the Nigerian government and Abubakar Malami and the Ministry of Justice that we're going to get to this stage. Remember when the police came out with the fabricated indictment of cyber stalking. We actually provided all the necessary evidence to show that the documents were valid, that the authentic documents that were also a product of, court evidence in the UK. I mean, these were not documents that were forged. These were documents that were also obtained by the Italian prosecutor through the Serious Fraud Office of the United Kingdom. And when the police came up with it without any form of investigation, Adoke alleged forgery. The police outrightly failed to investigate. The simple request or basic of investigation would have been to write to the UK court, write to JP Morgan, or write to the Italian prosecutor, but they failed to do that. Doing the bidding of Adoke, then they came up with that report claiming that they established element of cyber stalking. And when it went to the Ministry of Justice, we wrote to the Attorney General, reminding him of the submission of Nigerian government in the JP Morgan, FRN versus JP Morgan in the UK court, saying this alleged indictment would threaten the interest of Nigeria in the $801 million case that has been filed in the UK, because also Malami became an interested party who has been looking for an opportunity to also extract a pound of flesh out of HEDA and myself for holding him accountable since he came into office, and all the atrocities about corruption against him had been taken up by HEDA Resource Center. So he saw an opportunity to file an action in court. After that action was filed, we also wrote to the president, warning that you're going to have to embarrass yourself, because here you're saying this document was a product of forgery, and we have shared it as HEDA when we should have known it's actually a forged document. Because you have gone to London to say these are valid, authentic documents.
No, let me jump in here. Apologies, Suraj. Right. Let me jump in here. Just last month, human rights and anti-corruption NGOs asked the Nigerian government to investigate a violent attack on you and your family. Help us make sense of the outcome of that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a part of the contradiction that we have. I mean, the attack was also connected with some of the things that we've been doing. And that is why asking the government to investigate is also telling the government that is responsible, that is also accountable for whatever happens to any citizens, particularly the anti-corruption activists. And that was why the responsibility was directly placed at the doorstep of the federal government. So that is also how we got to this stage. And for us, it is the best thing that would have happened. Otherwise, Nigeria would have been embarrassed beyond what has happened. But individuals have used the national resources to pursue such an irresponsible, action in court. And it's because there's no accountability. But we, as an organization, and also with our lawyer, we're going to actually also ask for account on this. It's not just going to be mere withdrawal after having to go to court and police for more than 10 times from Lagos. You can imagine having to attend court sessions in Abuja for more than 10 times, and also our lawyers spending so much to attend to court session.
Well, now in closing quickly, other NGOs and civil rights activists like yourself missed out on getting a judicial president since this is a withdrawal. What does this mean for future, activism in Nigeria?
I mean, one of the things that HEDA has done is that we have shown to our colleagues that we're capable of defending our actions. And we've encouraged all our colleagues in the civic space that if you don't stand up to this kind of tyranny and abuse of office, we will just have monsters created in office. So for us, I mean, this is for us to also tell everybody that you can always get victory at the end of the day if you're convinced by your action and you're able to withstand the pressure. It is not easy, no doubt, but it is also doable. So for the civic movement, at least HEDA has succeeded in expanding the frontier of our activities in terms of promoting accountability, transparency, and good governance in Nigeria.
Once again, congratulations, Olanrewaju Suraj, and thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you for having me.